Welcome to Working with InDesign, and we're just looking at working with styles, paragraph styles, character styles, and object styles. So here's an object style, and let's have a look over at an object. And here's an object. I just click on it, like so, and it's got this effect on here, which is image shadow. I'll just go none. And what happens is there's nothing there, not even a text wrap. So we're going to look at setting up object styles, character styles. Let's have a look at character styles and even paragraph styles. So let's go over to a paragraph. It's where it is first returned and then returned again. And you could return it with one word or even one letter, but a paragraph is essentially where you hit the hard return. So if I was to click there, for example, and if I bring up my paragraph styles, now by the way, I'm in my typography here, and we can arrange the workspace, and we want to be in typography. So if I just come along to paragraph styles, and if I have a look at that, there's actually sort of really nothing there. So maybe we should just define a paragraph to get that started. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to really change some lettering. So I'm just going to go and highlight something, really to get the style. But you see what I'm here in the paragraph. I'm going to just change this. Let's say I'm in Rockwell. I'm 12 point. Maybe what I'm going to do here is I'm going to drop it down to 11 point. And I'm going to increase the leading just here. And I might make that 24. And we can see how that's spacing it out there. And all I need to define that, now I can go into colors and swatches. In fact, maybe I'll just do that to show that I can. And you see I've changed the color there, and I'll just click outside that. So there it is. And if I come back to my paragraph styles, all I need to do is hold my Option key on a Mac, Alt on a PC, and I'll click the plus here. And it's added up a new style. So what I'm going to call it, paragraph, and I'm going to call it today, just to show you that it's got a definite name. And now you can see what's happening. It's actually writing all these things here. Now just imagine if you're doing this over 1,000 pages, which you could with InDesign, and if you were making all these individual changes, if your client wanted to change things, it wouldn't go down too well. So you'd never be able to get them all. So especially when you want to change something real quick, that's the only way to do it. So I'm going to apply this also to the style selection. And I'm just going to go OK. And you see what's happened? Now the whole paragraph, because it's defined by where you return it and return it again. So, and here it is, paragraph styles. And it should just jump there. And there it is. Okay, now if I don't want that, and if I come back to my paragraph styles, I'll just go to the basic paragraph, and it'll change it back. In fact, there was nothing set there, not even what the default or the ideal type was going to be used. So I'm just going to go to my new style here. Now I could do many more and have different colors, and I would just put them in here. So that's the paragraph style. Let's go and have a look at character styles. Now I could do all sorts of things and lines and rules, but I'm going to have more fun with the character style up here. So I'm going to change that, and what you're going to see just down the bottom here is character. So we've got paragraph styles, we've got character, and this is the character style here. And well, actually it's not the character style, it's just the character itself. And we can change these to everything else. But where's the character? Well, I can't see that there, or yes I can down the bottom here. So if you don't see it, just make sure you come up to here. And if it's not visible, workspace, and typography, or even reset it if you've closed a few things, like you do from time to time. Okay, so I'm going to change this one. As we see the paragraph style up here, I'm just going to click in here, and if I click one of these, it's not going to work, because with character styles, you actually need to highlight whatever it is you want to do. I'm just going to highlight one word, and I'll go to the heading now. You see what's happened there? I'll click outside that. Now, in this case, I've got a little bit of a cast shadow or tone here, which means that this font is not available. So what I might have to do is update that font and just make sure that I've got an available font here. I'll just go back to regular and just come back to here, and let's see how that looks. Okay, and if I highlight that, it's fine. So it shouldn't have that background tone. So if I want to change that again, I'll just highlight this. In fact, maybe even just highlight just one letter, and I'll go up to the other heading. So you see what you can do with characters? It's just the individual letter, where paragraphs you have to use the return. So for example, if I want to just create a new paragraph effect, I'm just going to use this word here, and I'm going to go and change, let's see, the font here to Avenir. Okay, and so that's changed there. And I might want to, well, I can actually change the point size, so maybe make it a little bit bigger. And I'm going to come over here and let's see, I might go into my colors as well. And I'll just click another color, let's see, just so we can see that coming up there. And there it is. So if I come back to my character styles while that is selected, I'm going to just create a new character style, hold my Option because I want, or my Alt key on PC, because I want to keep that in there, and I'm just going to call that New Today, just so I've got a different name and clear here. Now this is all the things that it's doing, and I do definitely want to apply that style to any selection I make so I can see that it's changed as well. But we've got all these other things. We also have them in paragraph styles as well. So if I click on, say, character color, I can change the color here. I can go and do things like strike throughs and underlines, and actually more things I can do here than just actually with the type itself. So if I click on underline, what I want to do is, so I can turn something on here, I better give it a stroke, make it really obvious so we can see. There's the underline. Let's see, I'm going to give it an effect, maybe dotted lines here. And let's see, can offset it if I want to move it up or below or in or wherever. And I'm going to go and choose a color, and I'm going to have this gap color just to go a little bit crazy with it as well. And I've got this dot, so let's just go OK. In fact, it might be just showing there, but no, I'll just go OK. And we can see what's happened here with the style. But so I've got this new style. So let's just go and click outside of that, and we can see what's happened here. Now I can even change one word and go back to my other heading, or one letter. So you see the power of actually working with styles. So that's paragraph styles and character styles. Let's just have a look at the object style. So what I'm going to go through and do here is I'm just going to click on this object style here, and where are the object styles? So if I just close this, bring this back up, and window, looks for styles, and you can also do cell styles of course, but we just want object styles. I'm just going to set that again while it's selected. So that's what it was. Let's go to none again. Let's go and create something new. So let's see, the first thing that I might want to do is I might give it a bit of a text wrap. So I'll click over on the text wrap, and I just want to push the text away from the side, and I've just got everything selected there with the link tool just to make sure that it just pushes everything out a little bit. So we can change it independently just to get the view, the effect that you want, but I definitely wanted that text wrap. Let's see, I want to go and give it a extra effect now, so I'm going to go and let's see, give it a border. So I'm going to, let's see, what sort of border do I want? I'm going to put a bit of a border on there and maybe curve it. Now I think I might go and do something a little bit more interesting with that one. Oh, that looks good. And let's see, start, ending, gap. Oh, I think I'll get a bit of a gap in there as well. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give it some effects, and just within the effects here, if I come down here, I'm going to give it just a drop shadow. And that drop shadow, well, I can bring this in. I might change the color just to make it work a little bit better and give that'll do. As you can see, you can do all sorts of things. But what else do I want? I think I'll stay with that. Outer glow. There's all sorts of things you can do there. Have fun with it. But essentially, that's the effect that I want to do with it at this stage. So I'm just going to go and hold my Option key again and just click here. Just going to give this a name. So the name for this one will be New Object, just so that's recorded as a name there, if I spell that correctly. And I'm just going to bring this up so we can see that and apply styles. So I keep it there and I'll go OK. So here it is, the new object style. Hey, I can even change it to the first one. So as you can see, you can do anything you want, even going back to none. So that's object styles, that's character styles, and paragraph styles. So thanks for watching.